Hey guys, welcome back to Harrison Family Farm. I'm Tyrone, and just checking back in for a quick hot second. As you can see, I am drenched. It is a warm one here in Kansas City. I don't know the temperature, but hot will suffice. Like I said, just a quick update. Not too much has changed regarding the house. Still waiting on the foundation to cure. For those of you that saw or have seen the latest video, I kind of talked about this kind of what do I want to call it, paint or sealant that was sprayed on there, and I'm really thinking that's helped to for one, keep direct contact from the dirt off of it into concrete that's porous, so it could be also used as a sealant for any areas that aren't completely sealed. But also wanted to give you guys another update on the fence. Today is Monday, and so I think I don't know, it hasn't been long. It was just last week when I was talking to you guys about what I wanted to do, and so I have begun. And you can see I've cut down even more trees, but also started actually building the fence. In the last video, I think I just had posts in. I had like this post in. Well, I had all the posts I have in now in, but I've actually installed 2 sections now. This one was very large, this first one here. And I thought I was gonna be able to make large gaps but still find decent sized tree limbs, I guess, if you will. And what I mean by that is stout but also not too heavy for me to maneuver and work with. And it was kind of a toss up. The bottom 2 I like as far as size, diameter, and length, and the middle one's not. It's really the top one that I don't like. It gets really thin towards the end, but I think for a top rail it would suffice. And then like I mentioned to you guys before, the reason I did this, or I'm going this route as far as building a fence, is just because I have an abundance of wood, all these trees and stuff that I need to clear, cut down. That, and you know, building materials in general is just through the roof right now. And so yeah, I got 2 sections in. This section's about 20 feet. This section's about 12 feet. So to give you guys some perspective, so it's roughly 32 feet that I got here. And so I'm making my corner at this juncture here. It'd be roughly a 90-degree angle going to that post and then to the post beyond. And I already got the next hole dug too. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's right there where you can see the ground is disturbed. But yeah, I decided not to put the post in just yet. Just wanted to get caught up as far as my rails, or my what do you call that, horizontal members. I wanted to go ahead and get started on those to actually make legitimate progress rather than just a bunch of posts in the ground. And another thing I've been trying to do is trying to, one, pick from the poles that I've kind of cut and stacked, but then also if I am gonna have to cut something new, kind of cut in the area that I'm working in. That way I'm not having to drag it and pull it all around, because a lot of times rather than use the tractor, because I got the auger on it, or the post hole digger on it, it's not really a good way to pull a log. So I could pull it from the front, but yeah, it just, usually I'm doing it by hand. And so I look to, so several trees, and not the smallest either. I don't know how it comes across. Not the biggest either. They're just good solid trees that thud when they hit the ground, if you will. Like this one was a good solid one. As you can see, there's the top of it there. There's, just for reference, there's the tractor. Top of it's up there, and then it goes on back down there. And so I was gonna use this, but it's just so daggum heavy. I'm gonna cut it up into, when I have a smaller section, and I'll probably put it in there. But also what I'm thinking about doing is, I'm going to try to use as much as I can, but some of this wood, and I'll show you some of what I mean, like from this tree. This is I believe a hedge tree, but you can see it was like rotting in there, and so I pruned it, I guess, if you will. Like I cut this limb out, and so, you know, I can't really use from this area down back that way just because it's kind of rotted. And so that could be potentially firewood. That's what I was getting at. You know, cutting it around this time, you know, it might give it a lot of time for some of this to turn into firewood by this winter, which could be helpful to myself, or even for me to sell. You know, it's just another way to generate income off the land. Just a matter of cutting it up, splitting it up into, you know, fireplace size pieces. But yeah, you see I cut this up too, another branch, and so it kind of had two very significant branches, one going this way, one going that way. And yeah, like I said, they were partially dead, and I plan to use them. Like even this, I'll use what I can of it, and the heck with the rest. And I got another tree over here. See, I want to clear all this out too. I've been cutting back in there because this is, so here's the fence, here's the corner I just showed you. Come along, there's another corner. Well, excuse me, no, come along some more. There's another corner, and I want to come around here, and so I'm just clearing this out little by little. There's the goats, and you can see I've been over here cutting. It'll amaze you how much water is in these trees when you cut them sometimes. I had one like soak my pants before because there's just so much water in them. It's crazy. Here's a tree I gotta finish getting it down. My chainsaw actually got stuck in that tree overnight. I just got it out today. And then some dead stuff I just cut down just because it was there. And there, yeah, I should probably show you guys the goats just to kind of show you the progress they've made in their current area. I think they've been over here 3 days now. Hey guys. And so I've already fed everybody. It's actually, I don't know what time it is, but like fairly late because I had a 5 o'clock appointment, been back here and been working. So yeah, it's got to be probably getting on 7 or after 7. So yeah, I fed them earlier before I went to my appointment. And then yeah, there's the calf. There's mom and dad hanging out, chillaxing. And so I don't know how far I'm gonna take this fence, but try to get a great deal of this and probably beyond. Like I said, I want to get that big sycamore tree right there. If you can see, I want to get that. Let's get pretty close to our property line, or you can see that. Or can you guys see that? You can see that power line. That kind of denotes our property line too. So the purpose of this fence is a perimeter fence. And yeah, just, it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna fence in the whole 5 acres in one summer, I know that. But I wanna make strides. And so when I get free moments, this is what I like to do. Well, not what I like to do, what I gotta do. Because the truth about it is, but the truth about it is, if we are going to execute the plan that I have in mind as far as harvesting the calf, then I'm going to need to be able to separate her from mom and dad. Well, even regardless of if we plan to go there right or not, when it comes weaning time, so in about 9 months, it's going to be time for her to come off of mom and just be, you know, fully eating on her own. And so that means having facilities so that she can be separate from mom. And I could pen her up in here, up in the original pen that I made and let Beyonce and Jay have the rest. But that by itself is kind of small, so I'd rather not. Sorry guys, bear with me. And so I would prefer to give her all of the room that they currently have. I'll let the calf stay there, and part of that is because if we're going to harvest her, I'm not so much worried about her consuming so much hay, although she, she probably will still have predominantly hay, but I'm going to be giving her a lot more feed than I want to give Beyonce and Jay. And the reason for that is I'm just going to be trying to maintain them, so they can continue the process, continue to mate and whatever. But with the calf, if we're going to harvest her, I'm going to want to fatten her, or fatten the pig for dinner or whatever the case may be. But so and that grain will add a lot more fat, which is good, marbleization and things of that nature. And so separate them is just going to be key into doing that, to be able to have different feeding methods for each group, if you will, because you have different purposes for them both. So it's key that I put the time in to do what I set forth to. Sorry, I got a call, but it's important that I go ahead and execute on the things that I want to do, so that I have the infrastructure to be able to do it. Because at the end of the day, it's cool, it's fun, but it's still a business, so to speak, and that it's a very expensive if you just want it to be a hobby. And that's another reason that it was just more economical and more what do I want to say, it's just going to be more effective for me to do something with all these trees. I could burn them, but that's more of a waste. And this way, it's kind of dual purpose. I get them out of my way, but I still get to keep them on the land and use them for a different purpose and actually make something out of them, I guess, if you will. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to share with you guys. Oh, if you guys are interested in the fence and maybe some more footage surrounding it and how I built it, be sure to comment and leave some feedback below. Happy to record some of that process with you, because there'll be plenty to record. But yeah, if you guys are interested, let me know, then I'll actually put forth the effort and take the time to try to make that happen for you guys. But yeah, appreciate you guys checking out the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Super important to the channel. It helps us grow, helps us to keep putting more content out for you guys, and helping you allowing you to come along with us on our journey. And so guys, we'll be back next time with more updates and just more about the happenings here around the farm. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. I already said that, but do it again anyway. Check us out on TikTok as well as Instagram. And it's been real. We'll catch you next time. Peace.